Hi, everybody. Good evening. Good evening, one and all. Philosophers, believers, non-believers, whatever labels or ways of thinking of yourself you adopt. It's good to see you all here. TP Ninja sadly only be able to tune in for a short while today. Oh, that's okay. The burnout got to me and I've made little progress on yet another assignment. Oh, I know how that goes. So I got to lock in later. Well, best of luck to you with your assignment later. And also good luck with the locking in. This game is completely new to me, though. What is it about? Well, that's a good question. I hadn't heard of this game until, well, I guess when I first heard about it, which was a little while ago. I'll share more background in a moment on my own sort of context with the game. But the basics of it is that you play as a Catholic priest, but there are demons, of course, and you have to like exorcise them and sort of confront the world of the demons. But I think that maybe that description kind of undersells it a little bit. Like it makes it sound like a very sort of basic game in terms of story. I do think there's a lot of deeper stuff to this game in terms of symbolizing like a test of this man's faith and raising questions about things like what does faith mean? Like, or what value, if any, does faith have? Or like what happens when faith is challenged or corrupted or when faith fails? So that's one thing we're going to be sort of looking at tonight. Tonight, we're not just going to be facing demons. I think that this game, at a deeper level, is about belief and doubt, maybe also trauma to an extent. What it means to be holy when everything unravels. So you'll see what I mean in a bit more detail in a moment once I start playing, but I think it does have a certain reflective quality to it, this game. Also, welcome Tia Fair. I'm sleep deprived, but want to watch my Oshi. Well, no pressure to stay for the whole stream then, or even for any of it. You can always get your sleep. Getting your rest is important. So I would never want anybody to feel like they have to tune into my streams you know, if they want to sleep instead. But it does mean a lot to me that you decided to tune in despite being fatigued. So thank you to you. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and transition to the game a little bit. Here you can see the main menu screen. And right away you'll notice some interesting features. It has sort of... Sorry. Pressed the wrong button there. Right away you'll notice that it has Latin labels for most of them. The exception being like whichever one your cursor is on will be in English. And also a very minimalistic art style. Kind of reminiscent of the 8-bit era, or you know, things like Atari. And I think that plays into the horror in some ways, some interesting ways, which we'll also see. By the way, I hope that the sound is okay. If the sound of the game is too loud, let me know. Or if it's not loud enough. Like right now you should be able to hear the main menu music, but if it needs to be adjusted, let me know. Now, one thing that you didn't quite see earlier is that, like, when you start the game up, there's a little cutscene that plays. And I wanted to make sure the game worked with my OBS, so I started up earlier. But one kind of cool thing is that you can actually replay the intro from the main menu. So to answer your question, TP Ninja, about like what the game is about, I think this is a really good starting point. I'm just going to go ahead and play the opening cutscene. Is a little loud, less game, more acts, please. Okay, that's good feedback, so thank you for letting me know. Okay, I just made it a little bit quieter. If it still needs a little more, though, you can let me know in just a second. No chat comments on screen? I could put chat comments on screen if people want, if people think that would be helpful. Sometimes I worry about it with like horror games like this. I don't know if it makes the stream more or less immersive, but yeah, if anybody has any suggestions, that's easily a toggle I could turn on. But anyway, here's the intro. And I think this will give kind of a sort of background on how this game works.
September 21st, 1987. It's been 1 year since I first went inside that house. I have to finish what I started. What I am about to do has not been approved by the Vatican.
He's going rogue. So that is it in a nutshell. We are playing as a Catholic priest, but sort of taking matters into our own hands. And I don't want to say more than that because I'm worried about spoiling some elements of it. I actually have played this game before, not in its entirety though. So one thing I can share is that I think it was about a year ago when I first played this game, and I was able to get through most of it, but unfortunately, somewhat close to the end, like in the final chapter of the game, I ran into an unfortunate glitch that caused a soft lock, and to get past it, I would have had to go back and lose a lot of progress, and so at that point, I just kind of stopped playing. So I don't really know a great deal about what happens beyond that point, but even for the points before that, there is a lot that I have forgotten. So I will remember some things about the game, but also it'll be a process of rediscovery. So looking forward to sharing all that with you. See, Tia says, I prefer chat on screen personally. See, maybe off to the side of the overlay, like on the left. Okay, I'm happy to put the chat there if people think this would add to it. There we go. Yeah, maybe to the left. I think that since the game already kind of comes built in with an overlay, I hope that doesn't make the chat too small. But anyway, now you can still kind of see it there on the left, and it doesn't really take up any of the space from the game. So yeah, thank you all for the suggestions, for the thoughts. So with that, let us begin. Oh, by the way, you'll notice this is version 666 of the game. This game has a lot of like little jokes and things like that that I just think are cool. So let us begin. We will go to chapter 1, and I'm going to start a new game. Walk by faith, not by sight. Lantern mode. Darkness surrounds the turbo back. What should I pick? Okay, so I could choose flashlight mode. Walk by faith, not by sight. Lantern mode. Make chat 20% bigger. Okay, yeah, I can make it a bit bigger. I think that's about 20%. Hard to measure it precisely. So I will go ahead and admit these modes are actually one thing I don't remember from the previous playthrough. So there's flashlight and lantern. I'm going to choose lantern because I think it sounds a little bit spookier. Yeah, let's go with lantern mode. Or actually, maybe... I think maybe these make it a little easier. And if I don't select any of them, then I can just click confirm. So maybe the spookiest is if I don't have a flashlight or a lantern. Yeah, I'm going to go on blind chat. Here we go. And you can see right away the game gets into it. Oh, here we have a document. It's my character. And one really cool thing this game does is, even though the graphical style is so minimalistic, like you can tell where your character is looking because of his collar, like where his collar is facing. And I just thought that was a super neat detail of how they use the certain little details like that in the graphics just to show sort of basic things that you might not think about that can be really, really hard to represent when you're dealing with such a minimalistic style as this. Let's see what this document says. Have you forgotten already? This forest has a mind of its own. If you get lost, you could always try remembering where you've been. Pressing the escape key or start button is a good place to start. If you're in a hurry, hold enter or the back button to skip cutscenes. Okay, so a basic kind of just intro of how the game works there. And you can see how I've driven my car to this kind of off-road area, and looks like I have some woods. Okay, I can go to the left, but there's not much there. I think probably the most interesting is going to be if I make my way up here. You can see I'm in this dark, creepy forest. And, oh no! Oh no! Oh no, chat. So you can see there are some creepy monsters in this game that will that will come after you. My priest character did not stand a chance against that. But not to worry, this time we shall be more prepared. So I'm just going to, since that last monster reminded me of something, I'm playing on mouse and keyboard now. I'm going to disable the controller rumble. Because the controller vibrated on my desk and it kind of scared me. So, yeah, just to... There we go. Now the horrors will be more manageable with this. Okay. Oh, actually, you know what, chat? I just remembered. I think there is a way I can fight against that monster. Oh, okay, that time he spawned like right on top of me, so... Okay. Next time, though... Next time, I am going to be prepared to face that monster. So, creepy monster in the woods, you can't get me this time. I've got my eye out ready for you. Okay, this was the screen where he showed up. Okay, he's not there. I'm safe for right now. I think if I stay away from the edges as much as I can, that's one thing that helps keep me somewhat safe. We've got a well here. Ooh, yep. See, there you can see one of the... Oh, there he is. Okay. Phew. Okay. So the power of Christ is basically what saves me in this game. See, I have my crucifix, and I can hold it up. And the demons, they do not like that. They're not big fans of this crucifix. So the light The light of Christ shall be my strength in this game. You're invited. Come celebrate Nate and Jason's 6th birthday. Saturday, May 3rd, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Directions turn right at 1338 Snake Meadow Road. Go straight past the well. So this must be the house that I'm going to. It's been okay for us to be scared, but not you. Got it. Yeah, I like to think that during spooky season, the scares are kind of like equal opportunity, you know? They're here for everybody. Nah, I'd win. It's okay. Room the power of Christ. Yeah, that's basically what this game is. Oh, there he is. Okay. I was looking at something else, so that time he almost got me. Got some remains here. And another thing with this game is anytime you see something that looks unusual, sometimes holding up your crucifix can cause certain things to appear, like certain hidden documents. Like this one. Bob, the kids and I miss you more every day. The twins and Amy have started their next school year here at home. Amy keeps asking when she's going to be allowed to go to real school. I think she's getting cabin fever. The twins are having no problems occupying their time. Yesterday they came in with their hands covered in blood. I guess they found a dead deer and thought it would be a good idea to touch it. I think we might have a coyote problem because when I went out with them to look at the dead deer, it was a pretty gruesome sight. All this just a day after the twins' birthday party. Can't wait till you come home. So we have some dark phenomena in this forest. What killed the deer? Somehow I have a feeling it wasn't the coyote. I think it might be something we've seen in this stream so far already, chat. The monster that attacked me. Oh, also welcome, Ariel and Terraditto. Good to see both of you. This is like white collar Castlevania. A little bit. Oh, there's the deer. Oh. Did you see that, chat? That's what this demon does, is he hangs out near the edge. And so you have to be extra careful when you're close to the edge, or he'll get you. Hello, just came by to say hi since Karis just finished streaming. I saw you were streaming. Yeah, no, that was kind of cool, the way that the streams lined up. I did briefly see Karis was reading The Call of Cthulhu by H.P. Lovecraft, which is a fantastic idea for a stream. Oh, here we go, another shed with a document. The Martin's house lies about 100 yards off of Snake Meadow Hill Road. There was almost no driveway. Trees jut out in the middle of a gravel path that is mostly covered in grass. It was difficult to find the house, especially since it was already dark when we arrived. Father Allred seemed to know where he was going. He simply drove straight ahead until we arrived at the house. In the headlights, I saw an old shed to the right of the path. Father Allred explained that he would rather perform the exorcism away from the house, but the Martins had insisted that Amy remain inside. He complained that having the family present makes it difficult to proceed with elements of the rite that may seem harsh to the layperson. So we're seeing more of the backstory of this game. It seems to involve a lot about exorcisms. Ooh. Did you all see that through the window? So I have a key now. Oh! Okay. I didn't think he was actually going to come in. So now I at least have a key where maybe I can use this for something a bit later on. Also, you have the chance to do the funniest thing and get Chairman to play this. I don't know if he'd be able to handle this game. I mean, I think it's a really cool and interesting game for what it does. I'm just going to try to make sure I explore the woods comprehensively. But yeah, the horrors in this game, I think, they're despite the game's graphical style, they really are on the scary side. And I think that's one thing about this game that is so cool, is the fact that it has such a minimalistic style, but kind of sets for itself the challenge of being a horror game and having like genuinely frightening moments. You know, it's not something that you see in a lot of games, but for this one, I think the minimalistic style really contributes to the horror in a way. Really adds to the sense of like barrenness, like these woods here that you see, the sense of barrenness and mystery. And with the voices, the sort of harsh, almost like very highly distorted nature of the voices, I think adds to the sort of uncanny valley effect. Public lecture by Carl James Osborne, Connecticut's historical connections to witchcraft, Satanism, and the beast system. Wednesday at 8 p.m. I think another thing that's fair to say was an inspiration to this game is sort of the satanic panic of like the 80s and 90s. I think one thing you can sort of imagine this game is doing is asking, like, okay, what if that was real? What if there really were, it's like satanic rituals going on? And it imagines sort of the story of this priest who seems to be going back to a location of a failed exorcism that he participated in about a year ago. Like, that's the vibe that it's giving off, is now he's going back to finish the job. Mr. Martin, it has taken longer than expected registering the markers on your property as a historical cemetery. Our office has had difficulty identifying who was buried there. The inscriptions on the gravestones are written in a language that we cannot identify. I've sent the gravestone rubbings to some of my peers at the University of Connecticut. I'll reach out to you when I get a response from them. All the best. Daryl Henderson, State of Connecticut Historical Society. Chat, what a great connection this is. Because we were just talking about how Karis just read the Call of Cthulhu. I think in this note and in this element of the game, you can see some of the inspiration from Lovecraft, of the element of unknown, like plans sort of beyond our comprehension. Like here we have a language that cannot be identified. It's been some time since I've read Call of Cthulhu, but if I remember correctly, there was a similar element, like where the scientist or the archaeologist or the geologist couldn't identify the materials that Cthulhu's statue was made out of. And here I feel like in this game it's sort of paying homage to that in a way, with something very similar. Guh ate too much near food coma. Hey, hola, this game is really cool. Oh yeah, welcome, Teradiddle. So I can understand being in a food coma after eating too much. What year did this game come out again? I think this might have been 2017. Though I didn't play it until maybe about a year ago. I'm really not entirely sure on the year of the game's release, though, so you might have to double check me on that. So these woods can feel a bit aimless at first, but there is something that we're progressing to. So you can see there the house. Oh, there's some blood there.
Chaos reigns.
Chaos reigns. Maybe this was the site of a dark ritual. Oh, also, hello, Karis. Welcome. Oh, look away, Karis. Karis, I'm sorry that had to be your first moment of seeing this game, but now you know. Oh, that's nice. It sets the hut as a checkpoint, or the shack as a checkpoint. I thought I might have to start from the beginning. Oh, it's going after the deer. Oh no, can I save the deer? Oh. Okay. Phew. So the power of Christ saved me that time from that demon. But will it save me from the next one? Only time will tell. Glad for the Lovecraft appreciation here, because Karis had no idea what he was getting into. Yeah, it is really cool when games have connections to literature like that. No, I'm not playing this WTF. Yeah. Well, that's okay, Karis. I mean, I think it would be really funny to see you play something like this, but at the same time, I can certainly understand the choice. And okay, yeah, that's the note I read a while back about them not being able to identify the language on the gravestones. So we don't have to read that one again. But yeah, I do think there's kind of a cool connection there to cosmic horror and to Call of Cthulhu. Can't believe Karis got jump scared on Axaeon stream. So, oh no, it's when he goes diagonally, it is so hard because your character can only face in cardinal directions. So that's part of the challenge of this game, is sometimes just with the controls, and like you can face hard left or hard down, like 90-degree turns only. So sometimes the demons will take advantage of that. Ooh, there was something there. Did you all see that, chat? Did you hear what he said, too? He said, "Worship me. You know nothing." So I'm trying to get all the documents, and I know I've gotten that one before. And here's we see here the kids, or at least images of kids, going into this house. You ask a good question, TP Ninja. You know, why is the crucifix even needed? Shouldn't being a believer in general just mean auto-protect? You would think so, but yeah, I really don't know what the explanation for that is. Maybe it's that, like, once the demons see the cross, like, they're just reminded of the sheer holiness of Christ, and it's just too much for them, you know? Like, if they don't see the cross, they can put it in the back of their minds and not think about it, but the cross just carries so much authority with it that they just have to shrink back in fear. So here I'm going into the old creepy abandoned house. Can't believe Kara's got jump scared at Axaeon stream. Mr. and Mrs. Martin greeted us at the front porch. Mr. Martin led us downstairs to the basement, explaining that Amy was down there in restraints. I felt for him. There was guilt and shame in his voice. Amy was in the very back of the attic, in a chair, perfectly calm, staring at us. It is hard to describe the look on her face. It was not the kind of look a child gives you. So all of these notes, I believe, are narrating what happened a year ago when my character tried to perform an exorcism here, or at least was part of it. But somehow it seems the exorcism failed, and now he's coming back. So there we have a picture of that. Must be Amy. Amy with her parents. It's like casting magic. You need a wand for ease. Higher answer, probably something about humans' affinity to rituals and tools. Probably so. Oh, it looks like... Oh, I thought that was a ghost there. Turns out it's just a coat. Then, oh, here we have a little mirror. Ooh! Did you all see that? There's something... Something is going on with this mirror, and I don't like it. This appears to be some kind of bedroom. Got a plant there. Only a differently colored item in this room is the plant. That's kind of interesting. Appears to be some kind of drawing. So Nate, that's what it says at the bottom. Looks like that's something he drew. That must be something that he saw in the forest. Maybe that's one of the cultists and the monster that they summoned. At least that's my best guess. Now, I did see some stairs there going to the basement, which I do believe we are going to have to explore eventually. First, though, I just want to go upstairs and see what I can find here. this door, okay, this one appears to be locked. But we have some blood leading up to it. And oh no. I have a feeling we're going to have to go up there later. Like, we're going to be able to do something maybe that unlocks the door. Oh, the rubber ducky gives us a document. I don't feel safe in my own home anymore. I hear voices outside around the house at night. I don't let the twins go out in the woods to play because I'm afraid of what's out there. The house itself feels stressed, distorted, slanted somehow. It's like I'm walking through a carnival funhouse. Amy's condition has only gotten worse. I can't stand to be around her, and I don't know why. She just doesn't seem like herself anymore. I want to take her to the doctor, but I can't leave the boys here. I find that the phone stops working throughout the day, and now I can't seem to find my car keys. Thank God Bob comes home tomorrow. So the parents knew something was wrong with their daughter. They decided to consult the priests for an exorcism. I guess I was the only one who thought to check in the attic. When I got up there, it was freezing cold. I found Amy standing in the back, looking straight at me, like when I first met her downstairs. We spoke briefly, although it was frustrating to talk to her, or it. I experienced a bit of deception from the demon. During our conversation, she uttered my mother's first name and in other instances spoke perfect Latin. I called for help from the others, but nobody came. So I raised my crucifix and began the rite again. So she's under the control of some demon. Let's see. Okay, I thought this might be a document here. One thing that's also kind of neat about this game is we're not really told directly who wrote all these documents. We have to make inferences and sort of piece it together. And I kind of like that it lets us build the story up from all these little snippets. It feels like a lot like doing sort of history in a way. Bob must be stationed somewhere in the Middle East because he sent over this weird-looking doll for Amy's birthday. I'll ask Anisha about it next time we have book club. She looks like she could be from over there. Amy didn't seem excited to see the doll. I think she would rather have a phone instead. Or maybe seeing a baby doll makes her feel self-conscious about working at the clinic. Oh, I see. Maybe she worked at a clinic that provides abortions, perhaps? At least that's the only way I can make sense of that note. So we have here some kind of kids' room. This must be where the boys stayed. But all right, chat, let's go to the basement because I think I've checked out everything here and we're getting to see like how the story is fitting together. But I know there's more of it we can put together piece by piece down here. Also, to me, like the silence is just kind of unnerving. Like something's going to be around the corner. Okay, some kind of place where a baby sleeps. Dear Amy, thanks for writing. It really brightened my day hearing from you. In your letter, you asked what's the weirdest thing I've seen as a missionary. The area we are working in has a lot of folks who practice Kimbaba. It's what you might call a pagan religion. It's kind of a mix of Catholic and African religions. One of the saints they worship is San La Muerte, or Saint Death. Yesterday, we talked to a boy about 15. When we asked him if he had ever prayed, he said no, but I have prayed to San La Muerte. He told us about a time when he stayed over at his cousin's house, and according to him, they prayed to some figures of San La Muerte, and the figures made things in the house move around. He got real quiet and scared looking after that. We told him he could pray to God, and that God wouldn't make him feel scared like that. We invited him to church, but he hasn't come yet. I need to wrap this letter up and get back to work. See you in 4 months. Layton. There's lots of cult activity. Oh, and these, I guess these are like some kind of mannequins here. Yeah, these definitely don't make the atmosphere creepier at all. That's exactly what a creepy basement like this needs, is a bunch of humanoid figures with white sheets draped over them. Oh, I want to see what this is. Okay, so this, yeah, seems like it must have been the site either of an exorcism or an unholy ritual. The fact that there's so much blood, though, makes me think this is where the exorcism that went wrong happened. Amy's parents could not endure witnessing the proceedings of the rite for long. Mrs. Martin was hysterical, and the thing that was inside Amy was feeding off of the fear. Father Allred asked me to take the Martins upstairs. I was physically worn out, but managed to get them back up the stairs into the kitchen. Amy was screaming, "Mother, Mother," the whole time. Finally, I got them to sit down with me at the kitchen table. After a few minutes, we couldn't hear much of anything down in the basement, so I went down to check on things. I found Father Allred lying on his back, unconscious, with his arms spread out wide. Amy was not in the chair. So there we see what happened. One of the priests had to leave for a moment, and then it seems Amy got away. And maybe possibly killed the other, or at least left him unconscious. I'm afraid to enter this ritual circle chat, but I think I have to. There's no other way. Oh. There she is.
She is here.
Can y'all hear the music? The ominous music there? Oh, there she is. Okay. Okay, I can't let her sneak up on me. She's crafty. But I think I have to go back down to the basement. Back into the basement so I can finish this ritual. Okay, got her that time. But the thing about this game is you really can't ever let your guard down. Because the moment you think you're safe is when she'll come for you. Or at least I thought I had to come back here and like finish the ritual, but maybe not. Maybe there's something elsewhere that I need to do. Oh, I see. I have to defeat her a few times and then the door upstairs opens. Possibly for a final confrontation. Are the typos in these letters a deliberate choice? That's a good question. Yeah, I did notice there were a few typos earlier. I don't know if they were a deliberate choice, but it wouldn't surprise me. Maybe they're just reflecting that, you know, occasionally there are typos in real letters too. At least that's how I think of it. Yeah, San La Muerte mentioned, not to be confused with Santa Muerte. Okay, that's a good note. Thank you, Terradito. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with San La Muerte. Ex-pro gamer. Appreciate the vote of confidence, Tia. Because I might need it for what's coming up in this room next. Yeah, it looks like the door with the trail of blood is indeed where I must go next. Molly, the church might contact you in a few days to tell you their version of what happened to me. I want you to hear it from me first. A year ago, I was involved in the exorcism of Amy Martin. What they said in the papers about what happened isn't true. She, my superior, father, oh, parts of it have been redacted. Father, when I confronted her, she managed to cut the power to the house and her own parents with their own. Doesn't sound good. I have to go back to house. The nightmares I'm having are real. She's still there, waiting for me. I can still help her. If I don't come back, know that I love you, and I'm sorry. John. So this is our character, John. And now we know for sure what his motivation is and what he's doing. So, ooh. That scared me more than it should have. But here we go, chat. Wish me luck on this one, because I think now we have a final showdown.
What happened to you? Do you think my face is pretty? I have to finish what I started. She's my priest.
The power of Christ compels you. Demon, I shall exorcise you. Oh no, she has like a henchman demon who's coming after me. I can't let him get to me. It looks like he's impervious to the cross too. Oh, did I get her? Ooh. Ooh, that was close. Okay. Man, it gives you so little room for error in this one. But I can see I'm getting her. I'm doing damage with this cross here. Yes, that's embrace the holiness. I'm going to show you the power of Christ. Okay. If you don't get me first, I'll just show my crucifix to you, and we got this. That was good. Good clean. Ooh, oh no. Okay, now she's going even faster. I think, oh, she's following the star, the pentagram there. The lines of the pentagram. That's how she's trying to chase me. Well, that helps because now I know at least where she's going. Ooh, she had, oh, ooh, okay, that was close. Man, she has so many attacks. It's like more than you think. And just like that, she's gone. Okay, I don't know if... Like, did I exorcise the demon, or is it still with her? Because she's not chasing me anymore. Maybe I have to go into the woods and find her. Kill her. And here's a gun. I only have one bullet. So, now earlier I said there's an issue with this mirror. I wonder, chat, do you think I should break the mirror? Or save the bullet? Oh, hey, Tontioka, welcome. The demon is doing a little dance for Christ. I would like to think so, but maybe. Pro gamer, reinforcements, yeah. There are some kind of silly, kind of funny moments in this game. 11 out of 10 recreation of exorcisms, Iro. Clearly, the priest needs to play a Dance Dance Revolution game in order to exorcise a demon. So now I'm back in the woods. So I do kind of want to find her though, like, because maybe I can still help her. But the thing is, like, am I going to have to kill her if I find her? There she is. Okay. Not moving either. I wonder if I touch her, does she kill me or does anything happen? Let's try it out. Oh, okay, it just bounces me off. So I guess I've reached the point where I can no longer use my cross on her. Now it's just the gun. It's like it almost raises the question of, like, what does faith mean when everything breaks down? Should I do it, chat? Should I kill her? Somehow I think that it would be best if I didn't. Like, if I leave her alive, maybe there's a chance she could get better someday. And also, I only have one bullet, and that creepy demon from before is still out here. Not the one with Molly, but, or yeah, the one that killed me a few times earlier. So I'm thinking maybe I should save the bullet for that demon. Yeah, I'm thinking also, it looks like you're right, Tia, when you said no, it's with her it retreated. Sorry I'm so late. Ags, no worries. Anytime anyone joins is fine. Also, welcome, Violet. So this is where, yeah, we had the Chaos Reigns. Since I only have one bullet, it's really important to me to save it and make sure I don't use it prematurely. Almost looks like there's a path to the right here. I suppose I could kill the deer if I want to, but yeah, it's not clear what purpose that would serve. Like, if I get close to it... Okay, yeah, it just runs away. Well, I think the only thing to do, chat, is I can go back to my car and try to survive out here until I make it. Oh! Okay. I got it, chat. Well, that works too. That was a nice tag team kill. Thank you, Trucker.
I shall not be afraid of the terror in the night, nor the evil that walketh in darkness. Because I have made the Lord my refuge. Because I have set my love upon him, therefore will he deliver me. I shall call upon him and he will answer me. He will be with me in trouble. He will deliver me and honor me. I can't explain what happened at that house. I can only have faith that I did the right thing.
That's really cool, actually, the way it's... Okay, when faith endures. So that was the ending that I got to this chapter. Apparently there are 5 endings. So it seems that in this test of his faith, so far he has been holding on to his faith. He is confident that the Lord will deliver him from whatever evils he has to face. But will that continue to be the case? I suppose we'll find out in future chapters. By the way, the creator is Christian and has done some missionary work. I think San La Muerte note is from his diary at the time. Ooh, that's really cool. I did not know that, Terraditto. So thank you for mentioning that. I didn't know the creator actually was Christian and that this had that much of a connection to his own life. Got him. Extra got him. It was me. I was in that truck. Oh, thank you, Karis. I didn't know you were the one in the truck, but that makes sense, you know? Being a bro and all helping me out like that. So I really appreciate it. I remember when I was still so sick watching Sisyphus. Good times. Oh yeah, sorry to hear that you're feeling sick, Violet. I really hope you feel better soon. Police, animal experts investigate chupacabra remains found near Sterling. Sterling PD is enlisting the help of local animal experts from the University of Connecticut after the remains of an unidentified animal were found near Sterling. The remains of an animal, which some residents are calling a chupacabra, were discovered on Snake Meadow Hill Road by a motorist yesterday. The animal had apparently been struck by a vehicle, and parts of its carcass were scattered across the road. Police say they initially investigated the gruesome scene because the motorist who discovered the remains had told them they appeared to be of a person. After arriving at the scene, the police concluded that the remains were of some kind of animal. I love that we're getting the news story take on this. As a matter of public safety, we want to be sure about what exactly we're dealing with here, said a Sterling police spokesman. This is clearly not a deer or a coyote. If it's a mountain lion or exotic pet that escaped from its owners, or an animal with rabies, we need to know about it. Animal experts attached to the investigation would not speculate about what kind of animal had been found, although they commented that the animal was hairless, anemic, and apparently suffered from the rickets, a vitamin D deficiency that appears in animals and children who have not received enough sunlight. Interesting. So that is the conclusion of the first chapter. Karis, I must drive away now. Good luck without me. Thank you, Karis. Appreciate the help that you provided in the truck. And yeah, good night. Hope you have a nice rest of your evening. So chapter 1 was fairly brief. And then there's chapter 2. This game consists of 3 chapters, by the way. So hence the name, The Unholy Trinity. So for chapter 2, I'm going to put new game. Start at prologue. Yeah, I'm going to start at the prologue. So here we're going to see what our protagonist, our priest hero John, does next. Looks like, oh, he's crashed, apparently. Now he's in a different field. Looks like a cornfield of some kind. Still have my crucifix. But notice this one's a different color. Maybe I'm not playing as John. Maybe I'm playing as a different priest now. Honestly, don't remember. The Scarecrow really is taking a lot of... I guess it doesn't release any kind of document. Because it sure is taking a full load for my crucifix here. Let's see. Yeah, I think I might just have to come back to this guy later. Ooh, do y'all see that? There's something... Oh. I tried to use my crucifix on it, but then it didn't seem to work, so I tried walking away, but my guy is too slow. But I think I'm starting to see a bit better how this demon works. If I just stall him initially, then at that point I have to like get away as soon as he... Yeah, as soon as he starts getting stunned. Maybe this Scarecrow I'll have better luck with. Ah, alas. It's almost as if the scarecrow keeps him away. You know, keeps the demon away. Because I don't see the demon appearing in any of these scarecrow parts. Oh, there's the demon. Okay. Whew. So made it past that one. See, if I go into the menu, is there any information? Okay, I can only see notes that I've picked up there. But yeah, I think in a moment, probably my character is going to find some notes that will maybe help them make sense of what their current situation is. You know, normally when things blink like that, it's because something happens. If you hold the crucifix up to them. But in this case, it seems like maybe that's not the case. Okay, so I'm going to do a little test here. Oh, okay, my crucifix actually did work that time. But yeah, all I'm getting right here is just more scarecrows. Maybe I have to go down, back to my car. Oh, there's the demon. Okay. So I was able to get the demon that time. The lack of diagonal facing directions makes it really tough sometimes to get the demons. I see you, demon. You're not going to get me. I'm going to walk out of your range. Okay, there we go. Okay, here's the demon. Okay. So... Okay, they're good. There's another scarecrow. Oh, actually, this one looks like it's pointing somewhere. I tell you, maybe if I follow where it's pointing... Yeah, I've gone all directions except left, I think. Yeah, that seems like a good note. Maybe if I keep going left. Oh, I can look at the scarecrow's face there. Scarecrow, the superior crucifix. Scarecrow evolved into a scatter demon. I mean, pretty much, yeah, that's what seems to be going on with the scarecrow here. It seems like this one, I just keep going into the same place if I turn left. So maybe if I go down, maybe I need to go back to the road where my car was crashed. Ooh, now it's on fire. Wow, okay. Yeah, if I keep going this way, perhaps that's for the best. Or... maybe not. Maybe it just continues. Perhaps I need to go backwards. Or I could go down, I suppose. But first, I'm just going to head to the right. And I've got another crashed vehicle there. Like, I don't know what happened. Ooh, that is creepy. It looks like whoever's in there is, like, smiling. Maybe that's a demon. No reaction to my crucifix, though. So yeah, I think the only place... oh, it's not letting me go down. So I'll try right one more time, and then... okay, yeah, that doesn't work. Maybe I'll try this tree. No, nothing with the tree. Okay, yeah, I think that... oh, okay, now the thing is gone. Y'all see that, chat? Whatever creature was in there now is there no longer, so... I think... oh, yep. Okay, I know where I'm going now. I've got to follow that, and I think it's a demon. Yep. Okay, looks like they killed a dog. About a week ago, we started hearing those awful noises coming from the adjacent fields. After 3 nights, the children were getting pretty scared. I told them it was just coyotes. That 3rd night, the noises seemed closer than ever. The dogs were panicking. I could hardly approach them. Then Greta, the last of that old line, brought over by the German missionaries, broke loose and tore off into the corn. We all listened, too scared to go after her, as her barks faded away into the distance. After that, we had 2 nights of silence besides the endless whispering of the wind blowing through the crops. But then, this morning, I stepped outside to see this fresh horror left at the edge of the field. There's something out there. Well, if it's time for me to stop stalling, I shall begin my writing. I hope you exercise them all, X. Oh, thank you, TP Ninja. Good luck on your assignments, and thanks for stopping by. I'll try to exercise all the demons. I know, yeah, not the dog. I'm sad too, Tia. It's always sad when the dog gets it. These demons, they really don't play around. What more could I have done? I warned them not to go into the fields. I warned them against straying too far from the sanctuary. Should I have shut them in their quarters and nailed boards over the doors? Now I am digging 6 graves here in the shadow of the church. 6 little graves forever looking to St. William. Some of the boxes are empty. The scattered remains we found couldn't fill them all. But I know they're all gone. I know their souls were taken by that thing in the field. I will finish my gruesome work and then renounce the ministry. I don't want to see anyone from the sanctuary ever again, not even that girl who stayed inside the house last night. I don't believe in the devil anymore. Whatever did this is much, much worse. Maybe was written by my character, perhaps the character I'm controlling now. Like he has one last task to complete before he gives up his ministry. And this is his final task, kind of like the protagonist from the previous chapter. I'm glad Karis is gone. Well, don't worry, Terraditto. I won't tell him you said that. Oh, here we have, looks like a church. I'm going to try falling asleep to this as it is really late here now. Surely falling asleep to horror is a good idea. Well, if any jump scares come along later and I scream out and wake you up, I apologize, Ariel. But I hope that you rest well, and yes, falling asleep to horror, especially in October, is always a solid idea. Death awaits. Ooh. We've got the ominous music again. We have a new volunteer to look after the children and take care of things around the sanctuary. Sister Belle. She came highly recommended by the main office in Hartford. Bringing her in marks the completion of staffing the church after all these years. The church has been very careful about letting out what happened to those children. As far as I can tell, I'm the only one left who knows about it. Soon I'll be gone, and the sanctuary will be able to go back into service, having finally left those dark times behind. We've even received clearance to move in a new group of children. 3 next week, another 3 sometime next month. So this is the sanctuary where something very dark took place. So forgive me, chat, if I go around testing all the paintings, because I feel like some of them probably do hold secrets. Let's go to the left first and see if there's anything here. We see there's, looks like some community. Ooh, there was a demon inhabiting that thing. Okay. Phew. So I made it through that one. But I have a feeling we'll be seeing that demon again. Sister Belle seems like a naturally cheery person, but when the new children arrived, she became positively elated. She doles over them constantly, I guess that maybe should be dotes, maybe, over them constantly, takes them on walks, and tells them stories long into the night. I have seen her engaging in strange behavior. We don't teach the children much dancing or singing, besides what is found in the hymns, but I have seen the children dancing around Sister Belle in a circle from time to time. Oh no. While they dance, she stands still and looks at the sky as if listening to something. On another occasion, I found all 6 children standing in a line just outside the cornfield. They were all looking into the fields where Sister Belle was standing and talking to them. These odd games don't bother me too much, since she's so good with the children. Her cleaning is excellent too. As soon as she arrived, she seemed to just instantly know her way around. I'm thinking this Sister Belle must be a demonic influence. At least she was good at cleaning, though. You know, that's something. Got to have a comprehensive evaluation of somebody you take in. So here we have, okay, cross. Not shalt, thou shalt not kill. But it's written backwards, it looks like. Thou shalt not. Or written in a strange order. So we have some statues here. Crosses on the wall. With all the crosses in this place... Ooh, something moved there just now. I don't know if you saw it. But yeah, with all the crosses in this place, you would think it's safe from the demons. But apparently not. They couldn't have given me a worse last case before retirement. Old Catholic church, out in the middle of nowhere, 1 missing woman, 4 missing kids, and 1 deceased old nun. The brothers and sisters, or whatever the hell people that work here call themselves, are all terrified, and worse, superstitious. All except Father Clark, who runs the place. Him and I drive along the farm roads at night looking for signs of the missing people, and he makes for pretty good company. There are 2 kids left, say they were asleep the night the 4 went missing. They also claim that the woman, Miriam Bell, isn't actually gone. When I ask where she is, they look at each other, then back at me, and tell me to ask her myself. Ooh, creepy. Can my demon really be Maida, or is it Maido? I might be mispronouncing that. Can my demon really be a Maido? New light novel. Yeah, that's you know, the funny thing is, like, when it comes to things like that, in fact, I'll see if I can pause it now and show you it to you. There are different overlay options in this game, and let's see if I can, oh yeah, the background. One of them actually kind of fits with that. Let's see if I can find which one it is. Oh yeah, this one, like the anime character styling, the design on them kind of makes me think about that a little bit. Like, these guys could be on the cover of that light novel. In fact, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that the character we're playing as, or at least that we were playing as in the previous chapter, I don't know if we're still playing as him, but John, I'm pretty sure, is the one on the left. And I think the one on the right is maybe known as Father Garcia. We haven't seen him yet, but I think he might appear a little later in the game. So I just love that the developer included this. It's just such a funny little detail. The reason I was originally on the other one was just, I think that it maybe fits the horror a little bit more. Like, with the anime character priest ones is just kind of, you know, kind of humorous, and then we have, like, ooh, the dark, like, spooky woods. Or maybe it's a crown of thorns. I can't tell quite on this particular background. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because I thought that was pretty funny. So here we have all the pews in the church, and okay, the altar up there. The music is making me think something weird is going to happen. Okay, there's some stained glass. Because I can't let my guard down for too long in this game, or else the... Oh, it looks like there's some people there. See that? The people are just kind of sitting there. That's a little strange and unsettling. Okay, I don't think there's anything I can do over on this one. Though I probably will have to come back here a bit later. Ooh, did y'all see that? A trap door. Or at least it looked like a trap door here. But something is moving in a way that's really hard to pin down. Ooh, this must be a relic. Yep. Maybe the skull of some saint. Some holy figure. And here we have a little confession booth. Of course, no one's inside. Okay, yeah, it looks like nothing really to get in this room. Oh, I see. There's a trap door there, but it's open. But then whenever I come into the room, it keeps closing. That's what it is. So here we have... Ooh, the painting. I think I might have just exorcised a demon from the painting. Let's see if that changes anything. Oh! Okay, that was... I don't know if y'all heard, the voice was kind of distorted, but it sounded to me like he said, "God bless you, child." And sure enough, the door is open. This morning, we found these very odd objects around the church. The best way I can describe them would be large, life-size dolls made of sticks and dead tree branches. Someone must have placed them there while we were sleeping. Hoodlums, maybe? Or a group of weirdos? The kids seem fixated on these doll things. They stare out the window at them all the day. I even heard them shout that they saw Miriam standing around them. But when I looked there was nobody there. Maybe it's the strange behavior of the kids, or the hours of driving these farm roads at night, but this place is getting to me. I keep having the same nightmare where I'm standing outside the church, looking out into the fields. I can see people looking back at me through the rows of corn. Their bodies are painted red. So maybe those are the people I saw up above. Like the doll figures, or the people whose bodies are painted red. And, oh, I probably should have gone into the trap door earlier, because now it looks like it's closing up again. Just a scrungly looking guy. Pretty much, yeah. And I think I can't get through these. Yeah, these doors are all way too boarded up. So I did the painting thing again. Yep, yeah, now I have to go down into the creepy basement. Or at least I assumed I did. But it's looking like maybe I can't. Maybe I have to go back up here. Yeah, this chapter is a little harder to figure out in some ways. But I tell you what, if I go back to the room with the confession booth, maybe that's... Or I know, maybe it's like a little puzzle where I have to do one thing and then the other before the trapdoor opens all the way. Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably what it is. So there's step 1. And step 2 is probably to my left. Yep. Oh, yeah, see the relic now is purple? Let's see, is there anything in here? No. So now that I've done that to the relic... Oh! He said, "Forgive me, I had no choice." What could this be? I should have known this place was no good. The signs were all around me. The disappearances, the creepy twins, the life-size stick dolls. 4 of them. Around 2 in the morning, we woke up to the sound of an old woman's cackle coming from the hallway outside the kids' room. I know this sounds crazy, but when we got to the hallway, the laughing was coming from a painting of the Virgin Mary. We thought we had lost our minds. Just then, we heard a loud noise coming from the chapel. We got there just in time to see Miriam drag the kids down the stairs leading to the basement. I drew my service weapon, but was stopped by Father Clark. He said something about God's work and headed down the stairs, sealing the opening to the stairs behind him. The stairs don't seem to open from this side. All I could do was wait. I can't describe the noises I heard down there, but one thing is certain. The devil is real. To anyone reading this, please, for the love of God, don't go down into that basement. What do you think, chat? Should I go into the basement? I think I'm going to go into the basement. Oh, it's not completely open yet. I need one more. Okay. So that must be up here. Oh, hey, do you notice that now the stained glass that was dark before now, yep, now it's colored in and there's that image of somebody breaking through somebody's head. The demons, oh, this is where the last... Now okay, I'm gonna get out of here as fast as I can. Okay. So now, sadly, darkness surrounds thee. I must go into the basement. I have, okay, a flashlight. So that's where I came in. Okay, hold me, chat. I'm going to have to... Yeah, this is, with the limited vision, makes it extra creepy here. Yeah, I think that's a demon. Okay. Oh, hey, there's... Did you see those kids there? They were there a second ago. Oh, oh there he is. Okay, oh, okay, there he is. Oh, oh, oh. Ooh, this is a rough one, chat. I think, did I get him? Okay. Nothing bad happens in basements. Yeah. The arm and mouth thing deserves the cares. Ugh. Yeah, it really does. Oh. That's the woman from the notes. Here is the ritual of the door to hell. Let no brother or sister utter it. He that is master of spirits, let 3 spirits that follow the dragon be put into the effigy of the accursed. Only then can it be purified. You will know it is time when its eyes glow red. To enter the unseen world, destroy the purified effigy with fire. Then shall the door to hell be opened. This is the ritual of the door to hell. Let no brother or sister utter it. So it seems they were trying to make a portal to hell. There was, yeah, something up there. There they are. Oh. Finish. So that, oh, that, see, that was the chapter 2 prologue.
What I am about to do has not been approved by the Vatican.
Yeah, I'd forgotten that that was all just the prologue. Okay. So now here's my character. I'm definitely playing as someone different from chapter 1 now. Father Garcia, you are hereby instructed to release Michael Davies from your custody and return him to his home immediately. Mr. and Mrs. Davies have already been contacted by our office. A representative of the church is currently en route to their home to discuss compensation in return for their discretion. You will meet our representative there and accompany him back to Rome. Cardinal Gifford. That's kind of interesting that the church is paying them hush money, it sounds like. The compensation in return for their discretion. Maybe this is in connection to another failed exorcism. So he's got his Bible there on the bed. Let's see, can I get the Bible? No. I guess I just have to leave it here. One day. Huh, maybe that's his son? One day. It's a little cryptic sometimes, the clues in this game. 2 weeks, oh. That's the person in his care who's must have been possessed by a demon. 3 months. I think that's the thing from chapter 1. Maybe. The demon in the woods. The one that Karis and I took down together. So fortunately that one we don't have to worry about anymore. Unless it's a different one, in which case we still do. Yeah, oh, there it is. There he...
How are we doing today, Michael?
I like the cotton.
You just go home until you get better, Michael.
Can I see Mommy and Daddy?
I need to make you better first.
When shall she let you get Tony? She'll kill you.
If you find them to be people,
You know she can never.
Oh man, this is terrifying. Okay, I'm gonna try to release this demon. Oh, no. Okay, I guess all the lights went out. Oh, yep, there it is. Oh no. And now I have to follow it out here. Oh, did it eat somebody? Just now?
Dios mío, what have you done?
I have someone else a bit.
You just hide from God, evil. You shall read the wrath of the Almighty.
What? Oh, I guess that was my character running. It's 2 a.m. Oh, now I'm playing as John again. Have you forgotten already? The notes people leave behind seem to exist on the edges of memory. Pressing the escape key or the start button is a good way to remember what you don't realize you have forgotten. If you're in a hurry, hold enter or the back button to skip cutscenes. Okay. So another reminder. But what I'm wondering is, why is John... Ooh, oh. that deer. Biggest jump scare of all so far. Made me think that I was about to get eaten by one of those horrible, nasty demons. But it looks like one of them did get to the deer. That's a dark sight. Wow. Definitely was not a coyote who did that. Notice, the current investigation being conducted at Gallup Cemetery by the State of Connecticut Historical Society has been postponed until further notice. In the interim, we ask the public to avoid the cemetery grounds, the surrounding woods, any wildlife, and any unidentified persons roaming the area. Thank you for your patience. Ooh, they know about the danger. But my guy John is still here. Oh, it looks like he's going to the church that we were just at in the prologue. So we got some graves here. Yeah, I don't think these graves have anything. Dearest disciple, Verily, not everyone who says Lucifer, Lucifer, shall inherit his kingdom. You must first conjure his demon. You must then serve his demon. You must then walk among the children of men as his demon. Thus shall you receive the blessing of the unspeakable. Return to the Sei family tomb whenever you are in need of rest. Gary. There we have the first mention of Gary. This must be the antagonist, or maybe he's like the cult leader, the one who is sort of leading the others to create a portal to hell, or to at least summon demons in whatever way they can. So, okay, so yeah, here's the people who were mentioned in the previous chapter, the ones who were red. I guess we don't know if they really exist or not, or if they're just illusions. Oh, I still have my key from that one chapter. And then, okay, yeah, so I have the 4 skulls here. Looks like probably what's coming up is a series of puzzles where I have to make those skulls, make the eyes no longer red, and then maybe that will be a sign that I've completed the puzzles. Actually, before I go to this next part, I'm just going to drink some water. Don't forget to drink some water, chat, and maybe get up and stretch for a little bit. So I think now is a good time for a stretch break. Okay, I'm back. So that was a nice quick break. Might take a longer one here in a little bit. Ooh. Oh. Okay, sorry. I was not... I should have prepared myself more before going down there. Oh, I see. I have to go into the save room first before that part opens up. So, Demon caught me by surprise that time. But this next time, I shall be ready. Okay, so I remember this one. Yeah, it comes at you really fast. Oh. Okay, that... So I know I said I was going to be ready, but I really don't know how we're... Like, when it spawns in the clouds, like, close to you, and comes at you that fast. Like, I'm not entirely sure what we're supposed to do. I'm probably just missing something really simple, though. So I'll try it again. Or maybe I have to try some of the other ones first before I feel up to the task. But I think it's worth another try. Okay. Where? It's got to be around here somewhere. Oh! I guess maybe what you have to do is, like, avoid the clouds as much as you can. Maybe that's how you defeat this demon. It would help if my character was able to run. But John, he's more of a walking guy, you know. He prefers a leisurely pace. Oh. Okay. Oh, I see. Maybe if I just keep track of, like, which clouds he's in. Okay. Yeah, so he always hides in the clouds. You just have to remember and not get caught off guard. by which cloud he's in. Okay, now he's in that one. I'm getting some hits here and there, but wow, this one, he's tough to hit for a long time. Oh, there we go. Okay. I think I got him. Ooh, that was a surprisingly rough boss fight. Wow. Losing Grandpa was the hardest thing I ever experienced. We were really close. I cried about it for weeks. Then my stepmom introduced me to some of her friends. They asked me, "Would you like to see your grandfather again?" I missed him so much, I was willing to try anything. That night, my stepmom drove me to one of her friend's house. They took me down to the basement. I saw my grandfather in there, only it wasn't actually him. When I tried to run, they closed the basement door and locked me in. I can't remember much else from that night. My stepmom's friends are always coming by the house now. They tell me I have a debt to pay. They say they have work for me to do. Yeah, I think here, we're seeing like the real strong inspiration of sort of the satanic panic, the moral panic about Satanism and cults from, a few decades ago. It's kind of cool to see that play out in a game. But, okay, so here we have some kind of altar and 4 places I could go. Looks like going to the right and up didn't do anything. Maybe if I go to the left. Oh, no. Okay, what if I try going down? Will that do anything? Yeah, there has to be some order, I suppose, to... some order to it. I tell you what, maybe I'm not meant to do this part just yet. Maybe I have to go over here first. To the right. Or I could go up there, I suppose, but... actually, yeah, maybe I'll go up and then save right for last.
It's locked.
Okay, that door is locked. But perhaps I can get a key if I keep trying. Maybe over here to the right. I do see a skull. Oh, here's a some kind of demon-looking thing, maybe? He's carrying the cross. Okay. I have a feeling I'm going to have to fight that later. Yeah, like once I do this skull thing. Yep, now I have to go back down here, but... oh, yep, do you see he moved? Okay, not attacking me, though. Oh, okay. I don't know what would have happened if I didn't use my crucifix in time. I probably would not have made it. But at least now I did make it. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, the umbilical cord. This must be the demon that was haunting... oh, it was kind of a strange hitbox there. I don't know about you, chat, but it didn't look to me like I should have gotten hit. Maybe I have to be extra careful about the hitboxes. At least when we're dealing with this demon. Okay, so for this next fight, I'm going to be extra careful. Try to give him a lot of space. Yeah, it really does feel like a disjointed hitbox. Oh, I know, it's that umbilical cord gives it extra reach. Okay, here we go. Okay, phew. So I didn't get hit that time. Oh, see, are y'all believing that? It looks like he's still so far away. But somehow he finds a way to hit me. Sometimes this game can be kind of tough on those of us who want to think of ourselves as pro gamers, you know? As having like the good gamer reflexes, but then you play this game and it's like, oh gee, I don't know, am I really up to the task? These demons are kind of getting to me. Okay, so that time did pretty well. So, okay. There we go, got him there. Okay, this is the farthest I've gotten on him so far. Oop. Okay, phew. Melee Marth grab. Pretty much, yeah, I wouldn't have thought of that reference, but from what I know of Melee, it does seem very fitting. Nobody was thrilled when I got pregnant. Not even a little happy. Even my doctor seemed to be judging me. Well, that's sad. Each time I'd leave the doctor's office, I'd see this strange woman across the street. All she'd do is stare at me and smile. No words, just a big, warm smile. Somehow, it made those visits a little more bearable. After I lost the baby, I saw her again across the street from the doctor's. Her smile was as big as ever, but somehow not as warm and friendly as I remember. Yesterday I was walking and was shocked to see the woman standing in the middle of the path. Now she was pregnant. She beckoned towards me. I followed her off the path into the woods. That's when I met Gary. Ooh, so, okay, they did like a baby transfer in this dark ritual, and Gary must be the one who's ultimately behind the whole thing. So now, okay, I've done, yeah, 2 of the challenges, so I still have 2 skulls there. 2 skulls left. Now, earlier I tried going up and it said that the door is locked, but I wonder, is there anything else in these woods?
It's locked.
Yeah, maybe it's worth exploring a little bit here. I mean, I don't want to get too sidetracked, but I'll just maybe kind of briefly... Oh, well. Okay, I guess not. I guess the game kind of wants me to stay, like, mostly in this region, and that's okay, you know. I could stay down there. You look pretty good at this game to me, to be honest. Oh, thanks. Well, that's good to know. Because sometimes when I'm playing games like this, I just feel like I'm bumbling around like a clown, but, you know. So I'm gratified to know that I don't look like that all the time, at least. So speaking of bumbling around, here's the part where, yeah, it looks like there must be some kind of puzzle here involving the directions in which I can walk. And none of these objects seem to give any clues. Like, none of them are responding to my crucifix. Which makes me think that perhaps the clue to this part is somewhere else in the game. But the thing is, I don't really know, like, where else to explore. Because where else I haven't already explored. Because I've done down here, or maybe this part here is a clue, because we see like this statue is pointing to the right, and then this one's up, left, and I guess that's down. I tell you what if I try this? Okay, I'll go right, up, left. That last one's kind of hard to figure out, but I'm just gonna give this one a try. So right, it's kind of like the Lost Woods in a way from the Zelda games. Right, up, and then left. Well, if I go down, I'll just go to the same place. Maybe I need to go up again. Maybe that's what the key is. Oh, yep. Did you all see that? Oh, okay. I did not think it was going to teleport to be that close to me. Okay, I think I got it. Phew. Oh, there's the document down there. I've been freed. No more overbearing father turned violent alcoholic. No more hiding my bruises and cuts. No more pills and needles. No more getting laughed at and kicked around. They'll never laugh at me again. By day, my baby withers away, but by night my mind explores forbidden worlds of power and knowledge, guided by beings of pure darkness. I have been trusted with secret knowledge of the demon seal. I have learned the correct conjuring sign, drawing the inverted star along the rocks arranged in 5. First at the top left point, and then down. I will lure them into the woods, then I will show them my power. See, the allure of the dark power was too much. The temptation was too great for this person to refuse. So now, oh, you can also see that statue there is kind of degrading. It used to be a person, but now it looks like it's withered away. He's already in the mirror. Did I just stab my own eye out? Ugh. I got the key, though. So the fact that I have the key means I can go up into this part at least. Okay, yeah, none of these statues seem to be reacting. Maybe if I... Oh. Okay, I see. So the key, it looks like it just kind of made visible some things that I previously wasn't able to see. Ooh. Okay, that demon is an entire tree. How do you personally feel about deals with the devil, Axe? Well, that's a good question. I mean, I know that the conventional wisdom is like, oh, like never make a deal with the devil and like you'll always regret it. And like, you know, he's really clever and like he'll always find a way to turn it into something that's, you know, twisted and that you'll end up regretting. And so like if it were me, if it were like the devil, you know, came to me and offered me some kind of deal for something I really wanted, I think I would be inclined to refuse it because I would think, okay, there's probably some kind of nasty catch to this whole thing. But like at the same time, I want to say it's tough for me to imagine that like in principle, it would always be wrong to accept a deal with the devil. Because I'm like imagining now, like, for example, what if the devil said to someone, hey, you know, I'll make you a deal. I will maximize moral value for you. You know, I will make it so that the amount of moral value being realized in the world is at a maximum. Like, it seems to me like it would be tough for there to be a, you know, catch to that kind of deal that makes it like worse in the end just by its very nature. But I know that like when people think about deals with the devil, usually they're not put in terms that are that abstract, you know. Usually they are much more concrete things like, hey, I'll save like this person you care about or give you lots of money or whatever, but in return you will have to lose your soul, or like you will have to become this nasty monstrous person, or you know, something like that. So those are a few of my feelings on it. How about you, Tia? or you just chat in general. Ooh, did y'all see the kid running up? Yeah, how do you feel about deals with the devil? And you're right, yeah, I lost an eye but started seeing more. Which is kind of an interesting connection of this game, presenting things that we maybe have to see in a way that goes beyond just physical sight. She guards the door to underground purgatory. Eye hath not seen her. Children fear her. So maybe this one can't be seen. Confess thy sins. This is the same church we were in the prologue. Day 1 of our paranormal investigation into the old Snake Meadow Hill Church. We've got 3 cameras, a box of tapes, and enough beer and beef jerky to last us a week. On our way in, we asked some of the locals about the church. It was mostly the stories we had heard before, evil spirits dragging children into the cornfield and secret tunnels under the chapel. But there was this spindly lady game that we hadn't heard yet. Apparently it has to do with summoning the spirit of a woman who used to take care of the orphans back in the 50s. There was even an old rhyme they told us. Walk the church from room to room, and maybe you will see her. She will move when you do, but never try to trick her. Awesome. We're going to try the game tonight as soon as we get settled in. Oh no. I have a feeling these paranormal hunters met a grisly end. Just something is telling me that. This document does have a good clue about walking from room to room. Maybe... So she moves when you do. I guess that means if you stay still, she won't move. Never try to trick her. Okay, so we have 2 candles lit here. Those candles might be significant later, I feel like. The devil would offer something like that. Oh, I doubt the devil would offer something like that. As far as I know, he only offers things like money, knowledge, and hot women. Yeah, no, that seems like very much the way that, yeah, the deal, I guess, is typically portrayed. Is there's something that appeals to like someone's kind of like base, desires, or like things like that, and then the thought is like, can the person resist the temptation, and not take this deal with the devil? Outsmarting the devil is one of the wishes of the proud. I'd want either that or just a very funny, unfunny joke, like the answer to if the soul exists, and what does it do? Yeah, that's kind of an interesting note too, is that for some people, the maybe just the knowledge alone could be something that they would be tempted to make a deal with the devil to, like an answer to a burning question that they have. Like your question, Terraditto, about, yeah, if the soul exists. Also, do you notice that there's the confession booth? It's open now.
Pray for me, Father, for I have sinned. What sins have you done to confess? I tried to save a girl from evil, but my fears overcame me. I turned my back on the ministry and broke my vows to God. A year later, the girl reached out to me again, but in the end, I couldn't save her. I left her to die. I am sorry for me and my past sins.
Thou hast said well. Here is my penance. Bring the child to me, preferably sad of contrition, and thou shalt have the peace thou seekest. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good.
For his mercy endures forever.
Yeah, that was really very well done voice segment there, I think. But yeah, so it seems like, okay, we got some important information about our character in that segment. So we know that he feels guilty about having left the girl, I think her name was Molly, to die, the girl from chapter 1. And he's seeking peace, but I guess the devil just made him an offer in a way. Kind of fits with our discussion of deals with the devil chat. Like the devil said, or whatever dark figure he was speaking to said, that if John brings him the child, brings him the girl, then John can have peace. So I guess that's maybe the deeper test of faith that the game has been pulling toward, is can John avoid... Ooh, it's like a dark version of the Virgin Mary there. It's like, can John avoid getting into the... becoming seduced by the devil's message and sort of following this cult? Like, is he going to give the child over to them? I'd turn him down every time. I believe in my ability to achieve important things the right way without cheating, including increasing the moral value of the world. Well, that's a very nice and principled answer, Tia. I like that that thought. I think it also lends itself well to dramatic representations of, you know, this encounter, when, like, if one is confronted with the devil and is just not even, you know, tempted by the offer, just says, like, look, I have enough confidence in myself to achieve the things I want to do. I don't need anything from you. I think that there's something rhetorically very powerful about that. I don't think it'd be cheating if you exchange something for it, though granted, I don't have any grant wish. Either the ironic joke or perfect health for eternity. Yeah. I know if I was going to make a deal with the devil, like, for a joke, it'd have to be a really good joke. But I guess by its very nature, it's hard to know in advance, like, if there ever is a joke, a joke that could be good enough to justify a deal with the devil. I'm inclined to say, and I know that the comment probably wasn't meant seriously in the first place, but it's just funny to imagine, like, oh, what if there's this perfect joke out there, and, like, now you can know what it is, but only if you make this dark deal. Like, could be a good, I guess, premise for, like, a kind of, like, horror comedy type game or a TV episode. But perfect health for eternity. I can understand being tempted by that wish. So we have the candles here, and notice there's a pattern of them, and they're always 2 of them lit. I think that represents which rooms the demon is in. And they only change once I change rooms. Yep. So here, watch the candles. Ooh. Oh. Okay. That was a... Okay, so the eye is written on the cross. Yeah, she watches over the church. But part of the song said, never tried to trick her. So, okay, I think since that center candle is lit, that must mean that she's here. So maybe if I bring out my crucifix, I wonder if I can... Okay, yeah, there was something there. Oh, here's a document. Night 2. We're gonna be rich. Speaking of dark deals with the devil for the sake of riches. We've caught supernatural stuff on camera before, sure. Doors opening on their own, things falling off of shelves. But nothing like this. Tonight, while we were trying the Spindly Lady game again, one of the candles on the floor lit up by itself as soon as Lars walked into the room. It was nuts, and we got it all on film. We're going to make a fortune selling this to the TV stations. Oh no, I don't know if the Spindly Lady of the church is going to like that. So we were able to see, okay, 2 things about what happened to them. But now if we go back down, let's see which candles are lit this time. So the center one's lit. So I've already been here in this room. Ooh, something's here. Ooh. Oh no. Okay, good. I got some hits to her there. Okay, so far this one's not too bad. I just have to make sure I don't get careless in fighting her. Oh, heretic, she said. And now all the candles are snuffed out. Does that mean that she's gone? The soul one is genuine to me. Like, imagine you know perfectly its importance, but also are where you gave it away. The idea is so tragically comedic to me. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I'm following here. Like, soul. Like if you knew perfectly the importance of the soul, but also, oh, I see, like how important it is to have a soul, but then like you just gave it away for something not very important, like a joke, then yeah, there is something, I guess, it has the element of the tragic to it, but also just being so absurd that it can be comedic in a way. So yeah, I see where you're coming from in that one, Terraditto. There's the kind of sucker that would sign a deal with the devil. Darkness surrounds thee. Yeah, if you're talking about the people doing like the paranormal film thing that they're submitting to the TV stations, I absolutely agree to you. It does sound like those people would be happy to sign a deal with the devil. This is my final memoir, hastily scribbled on a page of the good book. I now descend the staircase, knowing full well that she waits for me ahead. Checking my old watch has revealed something quite astonishing. Time doesn't change down here as we know it on the surface. Even now, the hands don't move past 2 o'clock. God's work be done. I have been to where only the faintest lights shine and protect from things unspeakable. God help me, Father Clark, a foolish old man, going mad in this dark prison, ears bleeding from the screams of the demon. Okay, hold me, chat. We're going to have to venture once more into the darkness. Ooh, and there she is. Okay, so we have here a certain diagram of some kind. No way I'm going to remember all this, though. So up at the top, we have kind of that strange-looking eye, and then a circle, arrows to the left, and squiggly line down at the bottom. Yeah, I wish there were a way for me to easily take a picture of this, because I feel like I might need it. Hold on. I'm going to just grab my iPad really quickly, just in case I need this later. Normally I would use my phone, but I'm using my phone now for VTubing. So here we go. Picture time. Okay. Let's see if that picture took. Okay, more or less. Yeah, so now I would say I'm ready. That is going to probably help me out in the boss fight to come. Oh, okay. So here we have all these symbols from before, the same symbols. Let's see if I walk. Oh no. Oh, I think I see what it is, chat. So the hands of the clock don't move past 2, and this is the form of a clock. So I might not need the picture. Let's see. If I have the first one, okay. So the strange kind of eye, like a football and an eye, it's sort of a mix up at the top at 12 o'clock, and then 2 o'clock being the horizontal line with 2 vertical lines intersecting it. I think that's what I need to do. So that would mean, okay, if I do this one first, oh, maybe I have to go here, around, and then, oh. Okay, I guess that wasn't the right pattern. But I know it has to do something, or it has to have something to do with that 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock pattern. So earlier I tried like the 12 o'clock position first and then the 2 o'clock one, but maybe I need to do it a little differently. Maybe I need to do them in reverse order. So I think I'll try that. So, oh, nothing happens if I do it on this one. Let's see, yeah, what could this be? Well, maybe if I go like to this far side. Oh, no. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Yeah, there's only a few seconds you have left once you put you step on one of the symbols. Well, actually, let me just check to make sure that there are 12. Let's see. 3, 7, 9, 10, 12. Okay. Yeah, it looks like there are 12. So it should correspond then to a clock. But if the hands don't move past 2, like I've tried the number 2 position and the 12 o'clock position first. But I still seem to be running into trouble because like the one at 2 o'clock it doesn't do anything. Maybe if I run into some of the others. Okay, no. No. Unless maybe the image of the clock is sort of rotated. Maybe it's turned at an odd angle. Though I don't know if there are any clues that could help us to determine that. Man, this is going to be kind of embarrassing if I end up not being able to figure it out. I might have to look up the answer if I end up being truly unable to. If I do this one and then I go back here. So yeah, this part resets it seems. Maybe I should just proceed into them somewhat randomly. Like if I do this one and this one. Yeah, I don't know, chat. The frustrating thing is that I'm sure it's something like extremely simple that I'm probably just overthinking. I'm just going to take a second to briefly look this one up because, alas, I think that I have run into a bit of a stumbling block here. Oh, I see. So, okay, it looks like we have to move in order from the markings we saw in the previous room, and they go in a clockwise manner. So it looks like, in fact, I must have been mistaken when I said that because the note said that the clock never moved past 2, therefore we would have to follow 2 in the markings there. It looks like we just have to go clockwise from the markings. I'm actually a little disappointed because I felt like it would have been cool if the puzzle connected to the note in a deeper way. Like if it made you use the clues from the note, but it sounds like we just kind of go clockwise, and the part about the clock not going past 2 is maybe not super relevant to the solution of this puzzle. So let's see, if I go this one and then starting up at the top and then, oh, we have, so I'm gonna have to start at the top left and then go down to the bottom right before that thing gets me. I don't know if I can. Yeah, it seems to me like I don't have enough time left to get down there. But like if I look at the clock diagram here, you see the first symbol, like at the 12 o'clock position, is the kind of strange football-looking one with the 2 lines on it. And then there's the circle with a line through it. And those are at opposite ends of the room. So I don't think, maybe I just can't start on the one that has, maybe I have to choose a different starting point. Because there's the circle with a line through it, and then the horizontal line intersected by 2 vertical lines. Maybe if I try that, maybe that will be a better starting point. So if I do this and then over to the left, no? Okay, I don't know why that didn't work. Maybe I have to choose a different one. If I choose, maybe I'll choose the horizontal line intersected by 2 vertical lines, and then I'll go, so that's at the 2 o'clock position now. Then at the 3 o'clock, which is just an X. Okay, so there's the horizontal line intersected by 2 vertical lines, and oh, the X is right next to it. Okay. So then right next to the X, oh, it was the T symbol. Yep. Okay, I guess if I just keep walking on the ones that are in clockwise order, then I should be okay. So then right next to the T symbol, there was the cross with the shadow, and then, yeah, the swirly line. Then below that, the cross with the arrow. Then the little thing that looks like the top of a building here. You've got your 3 arrows for the next point. Then the 2... Oh, okay, good, I got it, chat. Mother of Demons. Kind of a rough puzzle there in some ways. But I think I've made it past it now, luckily. Ooh, there's the shed. Yeah, there's probably going to be more demons in these woods, but... Oh. Okay, just deer. Okay, yeah, dark ritual site. Let's see, 3 murdered in latest wave of ritualistic killings. Sterling, Connecticut. The bodies of 3 young people were discovered in the woods outside of Sterling last night in what authorities are calling a ritualistic murder. Sandra Atwood, Angel Nogales, and Troy Ingles are the names, or Troy Ingalls maybe it is, yeah, are the names of the unfortunate victims who were apparently stabbed multiple times and beheaded before being killed in a paganistic ritual. Pandemonium, sorry. Just something about that sentence of, like, stabbed multiple times and beheaded before being killed. I mean, this is getting kind of nitpicky, but can you really be beheaded before being killed? Like, isn't the beheading just in itself the killing, or like enough to make sure you're dead if you weren't killed already? Anyway, maybe that's pedantic of me. Sorry, I just couldn't resist. Pandemonium Regnat, possibly mispronouncing that. Regnat. Pandemonium reigns. 2 of the victims' bodies were also partially burned, although authorities would not specify who. The bodies were found several miles from Gallup Cemetery, where residents reported a tomb had been desecrated. They also found trails of blood leading off into the woods. Investigators would not comment on whether or not these 2 incidents could be related. The arrangement of the bodies in a ritualistic pattern, as well as the writing of certain symbols in blood, matches the style of several murders that have occurred in the Sterling area since 1986. The killings may be connected to last week's brutal slaying of Amy Martin, a 17-year-old girl, by John Ward. That's our character. Ward had impersonated a priest to gain Amy's trust before luring her into the woods and killing her. Investigators are asking residents to report any suspicious activity to the police. Authorities are urging the people of Sterling to not mourn the loss of Atwood, Nogales, and Ingalls because, after all, they were degenerate devil-worshipping thugs who were hooked on crack cocaine and hated their parents. What is this? Why even conduct an investigation at all? That's what you would like them to think, wouldn't you, John? They were just 3 pathetic outcasts who got what they deserved. You actually did the community a favor when you found them getting high in that tomb. You stalked them through the grave and killed them one by one. You ignored their cries for help, their pleas for mercy. You put holes in their ruined drug addict bodies, and then you chopped off their heads because everybody knows that removing the head is the only way to kill a snake. Well, guess what? You didn't kill the snake, John. You cannot kill what cannot be killed. Thou shalt not raise up what thou cannot put down again. Thou couldst not kill Amy. Thou shalt not destroy my works, for they are the works of the eternal dragon. Even now she is at thy door. Her hand is at thy throat, yet you see her not. I will have thy soul, for I am the god of this world. Pandemonium regnat satani. Vitae pandemonium regnat. Pandemonium raids, Satan lives, is what I believe that says in Latin. 666. Oh, the upside down cross. I'm here, John. Ooh. Oh. My character now, he's become a demon, it looks like. Yeah, my character's in the demon world. Let's see, where could this be? Oh! Now he's going to kill these people, maybe? Oh! There he is. See, if I go back down, does it turn into a demon again? Oh, nope, it's still him. I'd like to file a complaint. YouTube censored my comment with the word death. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's annoying when YouTube does that. Oh, Candy Tunnel. Gee, this doesn't look sketchy at all. Holy cow, they got John. Well, for now at least, he's back, but yeah, we don't know. It seems like the demons are maybe getting increasing hold of him. Death awaits. We've got a note here. Oh, the eye. Oh, it looks like maybe this is some graffiti. Maybe it has a message in it. Oh, here's a skeleton. 2 more dead discovered outside Candy Tunnel near Sterling. 2 more bodies have been recovered from the drainage ditch under Stake Meadow Hill Road outside Sterling. The notorious Candy Tunnel, known in the area to be a home to addicts, gangs, runaways, and the indigent, has been the site of several grisly discoveries over the past 3 months. Since May, 5 bodies have been recovered from the drainage ditch, leading to the tunnels. Authorities are being pressured by concerned citizens to search the tunnels amid fears of a possible connection to Joe Bauman, aka the Candy Store Killer, who has claimed 8 victims in Connecticut and Rhode Island over the past year. I see. So this is a creepy place where maybe the Candy Store Killer is connected to some demons that are going to be here. Ooh, there's somebody passing through the grates there. Ooh, this one, we got some arrows here. Okay, I might have to go there eventually. Oh, read. Okay, there's something. Looks like there's something here that I need to read eventually. Like some way of making a document up here. Oh, I have to read the columns. When you don't move, okay. When you see it, don't move. I see. When you see it, don't move. So I guess that's going to be the key to surviving what comes next. Oh. There it is. Okay, I just got to stay still. And I'll be okay. Yeah, I guess it only sees movement then. Big fan of this tunnel. It's got quite a vibe to it, I'll give it that. Kind of a different vibe from the previous situations or settings in this game. So it looks like I need to go through this hole here, and then... Oh, looks like there's a document there. When I was a boy, my Nana used to tell me old legends about the dragons, trolls, and demons that lived up in the mountains of Norway. In these old tales, the people were never strong enough to kill the monster, so instead they would sacrifice one of their own to appease it, keep it satisfied. It was like a deal with the devil. Speaking of, so many connections to the chat here. 1 sacrifice per year, so that the beast would not come down from the mountain and slaughter the entire village in 1 night. There was no Candy Store Killer. What we're dealing with is not even human. When I got separated from the other officers, I saw that damn thing dragging what was left of Jenkins down into its lair. That's when I understood. The bums and the tweakers, the ones with grid and the child prostitute runaways, they'll eventually come back to the tunnels. They always do. It can have them for all I care. Nobody wants them around. Except maybe that thing. And I tell you what, I hope to God it never gets tired of him. Sheesh. So this thing was feeding on the people who went into the tunnels. Let's see, if I go over here, is there anything there? Oh, I can go up here. You know what his movements remind me of, like especially when he's walking up like that, the way his neck kind of peers out and looks over. Kind of reminds me of E.T. Or maybe that E.T. game on the Atari. Maybe that's what this was referencing. It almost looks sort of unnaturally long too, but I guess when you're dealing with a graphical style like this, sometimes certain things either look too long or too short. Maybe the length of it actually, I guess, puts it more in the uncanny valley, which kind of goes along well with the game's focus on horror. Okay, so new area of the tunnels now. Sorry. Sorry, I just had to sneeze. Okay. I'm sorry, God, please save me. Somebody was caught by the demon. Or actually, maybe, is there a document up here in this room? I kind of want to explore it before I move down. So, thank you, Terraditto. Ooh, this must be a flashlight. Yeah, I think I might need... Ooh. Okay. Got some bones in here. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Got... Oh. Okay, I'm fighting this demon again. Yeah, I remember this demon from... Oh, there he is. Yeah, this is like a harder version of... Oh, ooh. Yeah. Okay, there he is. Okay, I think that's it for this boss fight. Wow. That was an intense one. Oh, there's one up there. Okay. It's like I feel like my character John is doing pretty well. Like he's fighting the demons. But I guess there's just so many of them and they're too powerful that they're sort of still have this hold on him. Same symbols from the previous room. Huh. I wasn't able to read that. They hate the light. Okay, good to know. Ooh, there's one. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I can only... I guess my flashlight's my only weapon against these monsters. Oh, there's a key. Is there anything down here? No. Okay. Oh, I guess I probably need to get that document eventually, but it looks like I first have some obstacles to pass through. Okay, so I have to go back in here. Maybe I need to like fight those demons with... I mean, there's the light. But also if I do it like this, can I get it to where they leave permanently? No, the cross doesn't seem to have any effect on them, unfortunately. And the light doesn't make them go away permanently, so I think the only thing I can do is just sort of try to go around them, as it were. But was there anywhere else? Oh, okay, there. Oh yeah, that's right, the key. Oh, she's here. That's right. You- oh. All right, I've got backup. Okay, so I've got my other priest friend here. We're gonna take this demon down together.
Yes, it's true what happened to Amy. You are no murderer, God. There is not much you could have done. But Amy found her soul is at rest. Let us go.
I hope so. I hope her soul is at rest. Ooh, okay, here's the demon. That's right, yeah, Father Garcia. Ooh, it looks like we have our work cut out for us. Okay, so he's reciting the first psalm. Oh. Oh, shit. Ah. Sorry. Oh, no. It was a diagonal angle. I didn't... Okay, I think... You know what? I'm just gonna try that again, because I don't want Father Garcia to die on me. But it's so hard when they appear at the diagonal angles. Kind of reminds me of Palpatine a bit in a way. Maybe if I stand really close to Father Garcia, maybe that's the secret. See, then I can more easily face the correct angle. You had one job? Okay, look, I'm sorry, okay. I apologize to Father Garcia. But it looks like he and I are okay now. We're on good terms again. I just have to protect him this time. Even as an atheist, him doing the recitation is badass. Absolutely agreed. Yeah, the aesthetics of all this is really cool. Oh. Okay, I'm doing pretty well so far. Oh, okay. Maybe I need to get a little bit closer to him. Oh wait, where did he go? Oh, oh. Well, at least I protected Father Garcia. Okay, good. She's got to be around here somewhere. Oh, oh, ooh, there she is. Oh, okay. Father Garcia, I need your help, dude. Oh, okay. Oh, there she is. Okay. Oh. Ooh, sheesh, that was close. Oh, there she is. Okay. If I just beat her back enough with my holy crucifix. Oh. 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 Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, good. Father Garcia's back, so... Jeez, this is an intense boss fight. Father Garcia, your crucifix doesn't seem to be doing much against her. Seems like it's just me doing all the work here. Oh, what? I don't know how I was supposed to protect him from that. Okay, I'll just let her kill me because I want to like save him from this. I forgot the name of the chess move where you use the pawn to defend from the bishop, but do that. Oh yeah, like with my positioning. I guess it is. There are some similarities here, yeah, with that. Ooh. Okay, if I just stand right next to him, maybe I can. Oh, okay. Wasn't too many places I could go there. I feel like. Okay. Oh, well. Sorry, chat. I promise I'll get this one eventually. Okay. That's right. Got to predict the pattern. Ooh, that she came really close to killing Father Garcia there. Ooh. Oh, shit. This game, it is so much harder than it looks. Oh, okay. Right when I was thinking I'm probably standing a little too close to her was when she started coming at me, so. It's tough because, like, I want to stand close to Father Garcia, but then, like, sometimes she's close to him. Okay, yeah, with our cross power combined, maybe we can get to her. Oh. Oh. Oh, she went through Father Garcia there, so maybe she doesn't always kill him if she runs into him. Oh, gotta leave the pentagram. Oh, did I get her? Oh. Oh, it was all a dream? The morning breaks. It's okay, it's pretty entertaining. Okay. Glad to hear it's entertaining at least. Thank you for letting me know, Tia. John, I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry. I will always love you back. Molly. Ooh, that's harsh. So he has some tragedy, some abandonment in his life, it seems. This door. Oh. Maybe that's where one of the demons is that he was trying to exorcise. Looks like we have a letter here. John, we don't have much time. The profane Sabbath is almost upon us. If they find Nate and Jason, they will perform a ritual on them to call forth a demon of unspeakable power. The name of the demon is Malphas. I am in the process of discovering their whereabouts. I will contact you again soon. We must not let them do to the boys what they did to Amy. So the profane Sabbath. We have to save the boys from Amy's fate.
My nightmares are getting worse. Ever since I left that house, I am haunted by visions of demons. I finished my work with Amy, but now the boys are in danger. This time I must not fail. Malphas must be stopped. As the profane Sabbath draws closer, the workers of darkness grow stronger. This will be my greatest test of faith yet. God have mercy on my soul.
So I think that's the end of chapter 2. And yep, go forth with faith. So in a way, it's almost a game of redemption. Like he feels that he failed with Amy, but can he save the boys when he couldn't save Amy? Can he go on to forgive himself? Can he maintain his faith in the face of, oh, new background unlocked. But yeah, maintaining his faith in the face of the many challenges. Calling them challenges feels like it's too light a term for it. But, oh, I think this must be the general prologue again. I don't think this is a post. Oh yeah, this we've already seen that. So from here, I think it's the next part, yeah, would be chapter 3, the third and final chapter. I am probably going to maybe save that for another time, just because I feel like it's like this is the kind of game it's hard to play the whole thing at once. Like you need it kind of in like small bursts because some parts of it are just like really intense. So I might have to save the rest of this for later, or maybe play it off stream. If people really want to see me finish it, then maybe sometime I can. Dear John, yeah, in a quite literal sense, it is a Dear John letter. Garcia is goated, not gonna lie. Yeah, no, like the moment when Garcia, like Father Garcia, comes out and you're like, oh, like we're fighting the demons together. That is such a great moment in this game, because up till that point you've been just doing it all alone, and the sense of like loneliness and foreboding in the game is just so present and so oppressive. But then like once he starts fighting with you, even though like he's just a few like big blocky pixels on a screen, it just feels so amazing. So that is that is something that I just think is so cool about this game. John Priest had a troubled past. Will he stay true to his faith? Will he stray away from the path? Find out now in Faith, the Unholy Trinity, director's cut. Sorry, for some reason I imagined a summer horror trailer. Well, no, I think that actually fits really well with this game. You can imagine it being like a summer horror blockbuster. So that is very nicely imagined, Teraditto. Oh, I want to see the rest. Oh, well, now I feel kind of bad. I hate to disappoint you, Tia. I'm just thinking of like chapter 3, and I think if I recall, chapter 3 is on the longer side. Like I know chapter 1's really short, and then chapter 2's kind of moderate, kind of long. But I do feel like for chapter 3, it might be best to like, if I start it and then like, am I like able to finish the whole thing just in the whole way through, which I don't know if I'll be able to do tonight. I feel like tonight I might need to take a break after chapter 2. But if people are interested enough, like I know I said in my post that this will probably be the last spooky gaming session I do of spooky season. But yeah, I think that yeah, I might come back to this one maybe, even if it's like after Halloween. Maybe I'll come back and play chapter 3 if people are interested enough. We'll just have to see. Oh, repost. Oh, yeah, sorry. I missed when I was doing the transition between screens, I missed your earlier comment to you about, yeah, I love seeing you go back to your Christian roots, by the way. I hope you don't mind my saying that. No, I don't mind at all. I think that it's, yeah, I mean, like a philosophy of religion is how I got into philosophy. And whenever it comes up in games or in any other kind of media, it's something that I enjoy thinking about and talking about. So, yeah. Yeah, I meant another stream I'll watch. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, for the rest of this evening, I hope that you all have a good whatever it is you're doing, whether that means resting or doing some gaming of your own, perhaps. Or maybe just, sitting around and kind of relaxing, eating, thinking wonderful philosophical thoughts. Yeah, I hope that you enjoy it, whatever it is. And I trust that you will. I think I'll enjoy myself. I think after this, I'm going to just relax for a little bit, maybe grab a snack, and Actually, I do need to do some work on a longer term video that I'm working on, so it won't just be all relaxation for me, but in part it will be. This was fun. You did really well. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's the kind of game that's a little frustrating to play sometimes because I get the sense that like it doesn't look like a game that's hard, but playing it, it actually is. It's the kind of game that's harder than it looks. At least that's how I feel about it. And so I always like wonder in the back of my mind, oh no, is chat gonna think I'm like like not a serious gamer because I'm struggling with this easy looking game? Is this gonna be like game journalist Axaeon arc? Like, oh no. But you all were so supportive all the way through, and that means a lot. So thank you again, Tia. Thank you, Terraditto, TP Ninja. I know you're probably not here anymore, TP Ninja, but you were here earlier, and best of luck on your assignments. And Tontioka, everyone else who tuned in, Let Me Die. Also, yeah, it was really good having you all here as part of the stream. Oh, and Karis, of course. Can't forget Karis, especially since he drove into the demon with the truck and helped me out in a really big way in Chapter 1. So thanks again, everybody, and I will see you all next time. Next time being my Halloween stream, which is on, this coming Friday. So for Halloween, I'm planning to stream. If you don't, especially if you don't have anywhere else to be on Halloween and you're thinking of, like you're maybe not trick-or-treating, but you want to experience some Halloween spookiness and Halloween community together, feel free to stop by my Halloween stream. I might be perhaps trying some new costumes on, or maybe even reading some spooky ghost stories. So we'll have a fun time together. Boa note? I'm sorry, I'm probably mispronouncing that. But don't let the bed demons bite you. Thank you, Terraditto. I'll try not to. I was genuinely a bit impressive by how fast you reacted sometimes. Oh, okay, well, that's good to know. Maybe my performance at the game was perhaps not as bad as I feared it probably looked. But anyway, thanks again, everyone, and see you next time. Goodbye.